You see, there was a great man, a great spiritual person, what we might say a peer, a saint, and his disciples were touring the world, from town to town, city to city, country to country, and they reached a city where everything was same price, one price. You have some shops here, I understand, 10 riyal shops. Is there? Yes, sir? Everything 10 riyal. I haven't been inside yet, but somebody tells me you can buy a fridge for 10 riyals. I don't know. So they reached the town, everything one price. Whether you buy chocolates, same price. You buy rice, same price. You buy flour, same price. You buy meat, same price. Anything, everything, same price, one price. So the disciple felt, they said, this is the place for us. And things so cheap, penny a pound. Anything, everything, penny a pound. What is halala? What is halala? Halal. For one halala you can buy a pound of anything. Anything what you want, halala. One halala. Shh, this is the place. Heaven on earth. So the saint says, no man, this is no good for us. This is no place for us. There is no justice. Can you imagine? Everything penny a pound? But the disciple is insistent, childish. He says, no, look, what an opportunity. We must stay here and enjoy the good thing of this world. He said, look, I'm warning you. But the disciple wouldn't listen. I said, all right, stay. They stayed. And the disciple started enjoying himself. Penny a pound. Can you imagine? Chocolates. Penny a pound halwa. Penny a pound halala a pound. Everything, one halala. You can buy everything. Eat, eat, eat. And alhamdulillah, very shortly, he became quite nice and stout. In the meantime, in that city, two brothers who were thieves, they were trying to break into a house. And while they were breaking through the window, the wall fell. And one of the two died. So he goes and reports to the qadi. He says, look, my brother is killed by a certain man's house, wall fell down and killed him. So the qadi says, call the man. So they call the man. He said, look, your house, your wall killed this man's brother. So you forfeit your life. But he says, sir, it's not my fault. You see, it's the builder. The builder is responsible. I didn't build the house. So he said, call the builder. So they call the builder. He says, now you build that house? He said, yes. He said, look, you built it so defectively that that wall killed this man's brother. So you forfeit your life. So he says, sir, he says, look, it's not my fault. You see, the man who was, doing the plastering, he must have put too much water in the plaster, so the thing wasn't very firm enough, and the wall was weak, and it fell. So he said, who's the plasterer? So bring the plasterer. So they brought the plasterer. So you plastered the wall, you used the mortar for the bricks? He said, yes. He said, now you see what happened? That wall of yours that you built killed this man's brother. So you forfeit your life. So he says, sir, while I was doing this job, the king's elephant was on the stampede, for something happened, and I got frightened, and extra water fell in. So he says, bring the elephant driver. So they brought the elephant driver. He says, now look, because of you now, you didn't control your elephant, and the elephant stampeded, and this man in his fear, panic, he put extra water, and the mortar wasn't strong enough. He built that house, and the thing fell and killed this man's brother. So you forfeit your life. This poor fellow, he didn't have the presence of mind to put up a defense. So he says, he goes. Look, he could say nothing. He was dumb. He didn't know what to say. So they take him to the gallows. The hangman's noose. The hangman puts the noose, and he pulls the string, and the thing comes out. It's too thin, like a broomstick. This guy was like a broomstick. See, so he puts on again, and he pulls the string, and the thing comes out. This is no good. He doesn't know how to, he won't adjust. This is a standard size noose. It must do the job. If it doesn't do the job, so he goes and complains to the king. So, Your Highness, I'm trying to hang this fellow and the noose keeps on slipping out. So the king says, go and find somebody that will fit, man. So as soon as he comes out, he finds this disciple, mashallah, he was just passing by. He said, you are the right man. You are the right man. He says, got him by the scruff of the... What have I done? He said, shh, it'll fit. I can see, sure fit. So they took him to the news. He said, look, one last wish. If you have any wish to make, he said, look, make your wish. He said, look, my wish is to meet my master. Just once, last time. I said, all right. Where is he? He said, well, you know, he's a little out of town, under a tree, certain place. He said, all right. So they brought the master. So what happened? He says, nothing. I did nothing wrong. He said, look, I was passing by and the guy said, the news will fit. He's got me on for it. So he said, what? I said, I told you. I said, look, it's too late now. Look, please, save my skin. I'm gone, finished. He said, right, look, this is what we're going to do now. We're going to start a fight. He's telling, whispering in his ear, says, we must start a fight. We must both fight now. For dear life, he said, look, I said, I want to be hanged. And the disciple said, I want to be hanged. So they started fighting. The master says, it is I must go and get hanged. And the disciple says, I must be hanged. He said, that's very funny. Now they are vying with one another, competing with one another to get themselves hanged. So he goes and tells the king, the hangman, he said, look, this is a strange sight, Your Highness. You know, the two of these guys, they're fighting with one another, want to get hanged. So what? He says, that is something very unusual. Let's find out. What's the secret? So he comes and asks, he said, look, what are you people fighting for? He said, no, says the master. He said, this is an auspicious moment. Anyone who gets hanged this moment goes straight to heaven. So I said, I want to go to heaven. And the disciples say, I want to go to heaven. He said, no. Move out. I will go. So he went. I don't know whether you can make out a theology, a common theology. There's a theology involved. See, we laugh, but there's a theology involved. This is the Christian idea of redemption. Adam and Eve, they sinned, and sin entered the world. And now, somebody must die. Somebody must pay the price. So who? God himself, he came down to earth, and he got himself hanged. That's Jesus Christ. It illustrates the point.